Hi guys, welcome back to the UK and Ireland tour. My name is Chris, aka Big Will, and today we have two away games for you. We are up against Rangers and Raith Rovers. Since you were last with us, we've not been doing too badly really. A little bit of inconsistency at times. Unfortunately, we lost in the cup final on penalties against Rangers, so we were very unlucky. It could have been our third year in a row winning that cup competition, but Rangers just about edged us out. Um, In terms of other results, we won 2-0 against St Johnstone. We lost 1-0 against Aberdeen, and it was so frustrating. We were the better team for the majority of the match, the first half especially, but in the second half, they just started creating more and more chances. They scored just before half time, and after that, we just couldn't get near them. A 5-2 win against Ammonia in the Europa League, 3-1 at home against Adrian, a 1-0 win at home against Hearts as well. So we're getting there slowly but surely, but I think we're going to have to really rely on Aberdeen just dropping points. Looking at the league table, we're sat in second place still. We're 3 points ahead of Celtic, 2 points ahead of Queen's Park. Rangers down in fifth. We're 11 points ahead of them at the moment. We're 7 points behind Aberdeen. So they have started dropping points recently, but obviously there's still a long way to go. And in relation to the way the league's setting up, obviously, again, when it comes to the league split, we will have to be pretty much on point to be able to get anything from those matches. So going into this game against Rangers, we're going to stay on the attacking mentality for now and hope for the best. Um, we've confirmed signings already for the start of January, and it will strengthen us at fullback and in central midfield. We've got Torkildsen in goal today, Bulai, Ayola, Rodden and Welsh at the back, Guaya Dior and Cresta in midfield with Montano, Labe and Vasquez as the front three. Vasquez, incidentally, is actually wanted by Rangers. Priotti is wanted by Rangers, and Summers is wanted by Kilmarnock and St Johnstone on loan. Seleman has requested a transfer. He was linked with big moves to the likes of Manchester City and Liverpool. Not too sure why. And obviously, we already know that Welsh is leaving as well. So interest has cooled in one or two of the players. We've managed to offer some new contracts as well. and we're just getting that stability in the squad now. And obviously, there will be some tough decisions to make in terms of whether we'll be keeping certain players around or not. But it's got to be done. Rangers, by the looks of things, they've drawn their last 4 games. So, bit of an opportunity. We're in better form than they are. But obviously, we know the quality that Rangers possess in general as a football club. So, it's going to be a bit of a tough one to get through, I think, today. Welsh doing really well there, but Labe completely missed it. And Sangare finds Angelo. Bulai can't get there. And Angelo off the post. Good tackle by Rodden on Iliev. Now Lindstrom. Good tackle again by Rodden. And he manages to get it clear. But we got very lucky with that one, really. And it remains 0-0. And possession-wise, again, we're looking pretty dominant early on. But in terms of chance creation, we're looking very basic. And it's been a bit of a frustrating time because when we're on the attacking mentality, we don't seem to create as much as when we're on positive. But we need to be doing things like this to really be able to push on a bit. And again, I'm not really sure what the answer is, to be honest. Priotti is going to have to come on at left back. Bulai picking up an injury there, which is not ideal. We're going to demand more from the team because, again, we're just a bit like Luster going forward. And I think, to be honest, we'll drop back to a positive mentality because we should be more than capable. But for whatever reason, when we're in the attacking mentality, we just don't seem to get going at all. It's a very odd situation to be in. Welsh is struggling fitness-wise now, so Fakan is going to come on for him, and then obviously we'll wait to make other substitutions afterwards. And again, we're going to demand more from the team because this has been a very lazy performance, and Rangers deserve to be winning this, to be honest. We're going to change Vasquez to an advanced forward, and we're going to take Cheek Dior off for Aguiar. And we'll change both the wingers, to be honest. I think Strettengraf and Silla can come on out wide because it's been very ineffective. And we'll see if those changes help matters at all. We'll try a bit of encouragement this time, and it's again, I really don't know what the answer is. We go attacking and we don't attack at all, and then we just disappear into games. And this is going to be a very disappointing result for Rangers if this stays as it is, because they deserve to be very much winning this match. Are now here into Rodriguez, into Doyle, over the top. Delgado is in, and Delgado has scored. It's been coming. They've got a deserved lead there. He wasn't offside. And yep, we found ourselves behind. And again, like I say, it's been coming, and this has been our worst performance of the season, I think, to be honest. We'll I don't actually know what I pressed then. I didn't press berate at all. I meant to press something else, but it's been a very, very poor performance. Doyle with the delivery from the corner, swings it in, and Torkington makes a very good save there. But, I mean, unfortunately, this is going to see us drop right down the table with Celtic and Queen's Park going ahead of us. We have been extremely poor here today. And now Kwanzaa just holding on to possession into Javi Esbar. And now Doyle into the penalty area. There's Raskin, completely free in the penalty area, and it's 2-0. And again, they've completely deserved this today. We have been shocking. It's been a dreadful, dreadful performance. And we have got some work to do. Am I going to go really angry? Yeah. We'll throw a water bottle at them because that is disgraceful. It's a game that we're more than capable of winning. We've got the quality, but that was an abysmal performance. And Celtic won 2-1 against Hearts. We do have a game in hand over them, albeit, but Queen's Park won 3-0 at St Mirren. And as such, we've dropped right down the pecking order. Aberdeen only managed a draw with Motherwell, luckily, so we are still within some kind of a touching distance. But that was a shocking performance. Boulay out for 3 to 5 weeks. And we can be very disappointed with that one. I don't know what the answer is. We keep changing things tactically. It works for a bit and then it just stops. So I think we're going to have to make some changes again and see exactly how we can work it out. But at the minute, I don't know what the answer is, and it's proving to be a bit of a problem because we're just not keeping any consistency in our game. I suppose we'll be back shortly for the game against Raith Rovers, and I'll have to make some changes, and hopefully we'll find a way around it. Okay then guys, welcome back. Here we go for the game away against Raith Rovers. Hopefully a better result will be incoming. We're changing the system up a little bit. Obviously we're a little bit short in certain areas of the pitch. We want the strongest lineup out there as possible. We have transfer listed 1 or 2 players as well. We don't need to generate any money, but we need to thin the squad out a little bit as well. And it's unfortunate that it's some of the homegrown at club players that we're looking to get rid of purely because they're simply not cutting the mustard. They really are struggling to settle into the groove. Cresta isn't a holding midfield player, but he is a player that I think can very much play there. So we'll play him in there today. Hopefully he will improve in that role. We've got Montano and Aguiar playing out wide. Inside forwards on the support mentality because we've got Vasquez pushing forward with Strettengraf ahead of him. Welsh and Priotti starting at wing back with Ron and Stankovic in at centre back, and Todd Hilton remains in goal. You know what? I'll give Angus Gunn a shot in goal. He's only had a couple of games. We'll give him a chance and see how he gets on. Labe is out on international duty with the African Cup of Nations. And I believe Dior and Gueye have also been called up as well, but they haven't quite left just yet. But Labe has already gone. So there'll be 3 big misses in the squad in January for the African Cup of Nations, but we will have to deal with it accordingly. Lancashire and Santa Maria almost back to full fitness. Again, Lancashire came in, he had that big injury. He hasn't made it into the side at all. But I'm hopeful Santa Maria, if he doesn't break into the side, because obviously we've got Strettengraf who can cover out wide and up front, we may make a very good profit on him anyway. So I'd be sad to see him go. I do like him as a player, but it's just not really happened for him. He's not had that level of consistency going forward, unfortunately. Um, hoping that Vasquez will be reborn a bit today as well. He's had a real tough run, really. He's not scoring enough goals, and oh dear, that's a good start, isn't it? 4 minutes, and we're a goal down here, and things are really starting to take a downward spiral, and there's not really much we can do about it. Like I say, it's just trying to play our way through it. Whenever we change formation, we seem to go on a little bit of a run, but obviously at the minute, we are really struggling to get things done. Delamore here into Nightheim. And now Jackson, that's a poor pass. And Vasquez gets there and he's hit the base of the post. And how many times in episodes, especially, have you guys seen us hit the woodwork? We just can't seem to get these finishes. And these are attempts that were going in last season. Airdrie, incidentally, are beating Celtic. Aberdeen are 2-0 up against Queen's Park. We need to win here because Aberdeen are winning. And obviously, it does mean that we would be able to go ahead of Queen's Park. But Ben Jackson has just scored to make it 2-0 to Raith Rovers here from a set piece. And we are really in dire straits right now. We're going to berate the team because, again, performance-wise, we've been shocking once again. We just can't catch a break at the minute. We had a decent run and we've won a couple of games, but again, we're just completely falling apart. And dare I say, is our time at Hibernian going to end up ending with a whimper? It's it's getting to that stage where I really don't know what to do with the squad. We've tried different formations; it's not really worked. I mean, today we've not even had a shot on target yet, which, from our point of view, is unheard of. Normally, we're a lot better than this. And again, we're going to berate the team because again, we're playing so badly. And Angus Gunn makes a decent save there, but I mean, we'll go very attacking because we've got to throw something at them. But I mean, they've been the better team. Again, we've had the majority of possession. We've done nothing with it. And I mean, Aguiar, a 6.1 rating. Montano, 6.3. Graf, a 6.3 as well. We've got no options on the bench either. And this is the problem. Cresta, incidentally, rating a 7.1, even though he's playing out of position. We're going to put Vasquez out wide, bring Brad Gunn on. Who knows? It probably won't work. Cresta's going to have to come off because he's shattered. Welsh is also shattered. It's his last game for the club before he moves on. Edgar Facken can come on at right back there. And we've got one change more that we can make. We'll bring Nathan Summers on at left back, to be honest. What have we got to lose, really? I'm going to demand more. Brad Gunn lofts it in. It's a decent header from Facken, but very comfortably dealt with by Dallimore. I really don't know what we can do. It's been so frustrating. We've been so on and off this season, especially after the good season that we had last year. And we just can't seem to find a way of breaking teams down at the moment. Here's Stretton Graf into Silla. I mean, it's a decent pass. Adekunle with a poor effort with a back pass, and Stretton Graf has managed to steal in for his 10th goal of the season. We are back into it a little bit, but we don't really deserve it. So it's going to be a very difficult one, unfortunately. And bear with me. I'm just going to have to pause for a moment. I'll be back in a second. Okay, guys, here we go. We're back again. Sorry about that. I had to take a phone call. Hopefully, it'll give us a bit of a good look. Run. And that's a good header there from Damien Rawdon. Brad Gunn with the free kick. Unfortunately, it's off the woodwork and wide. But again, I mean, we've gone very attacking now, and we're getting back into the game. Silla now with the delivery to the far post. Facken's header off the woodwork this time. Again, hitting the woodwork. And we've ended up now having more chances than the opposition, but again, we just can't seem to put them away. And the damage was done, of course, in the first half. And we've fallen to another very disappointing defeat here. And we're really starting to get into a bit of a panic mode now. We're 11 points behind Aberdeen again. They won comfortably against Queen's Park. Celtic luckily lost against Airdrie, and Queen's Park obviously lost to Aberdeen. But we are really struggling, and I'm hoping when we get these new signings in, it'll help them settle a little. It'll help the squad settle down a little bit in certain positions. But at the moment, we're really, really not looking like a good team, and it is a concern. We're going to rest the squad for a week as well. We've not got a game for 17 days, and then obviously when the guys come back, the new signings will be here as well. And as you can see, there's a number of players coming in and leaving. A couple of them are just youngsters. We've got two left backs, a right back, and a central midfielder for the first team coming in. And then obviously some tough decisions will need to be made in relation to the transfer window for who we're going to keep and who we're going to let go. So there's still a lot to do. Grander, his loan deal is ending, so he will be coming potentially into the squad as well. He's a young defender that we bought in the summer, and we loaned him back out to the club that we signed him from. So we'll see how things go over the January transfer window, and it's going to take its time now, isn't it? So we'll come back probably beginning of February time, and we'll see how we've got on in the transfer window, and hopefully we've managed to pick up a little bit of form. So, oh, we can now check. So, just looking at the fixtures, I mean, it's a very well. There's not a lot of games actually in January. So, beginning of February, St Mirren and Motherwell, as well as the transfer roundup. So, until next time, guys, thank you very much for your support. Please like, subscribe to the channel. It's all greatly appreciated. I will see you all next time. This is Big Will signing away.